Hello, and welcome to Ventures with Them. So, we've lost 3 pounds today. So, I've been fasting, as I talked about in the other videos, in the mornings until around 3 o'clock or so. Whenever I feel like I really have to have something to eat, that the coffee, tea, water, that kind of stuff is not actually keeping me full at that point or making me feel like I'm not hungry, that's when I feel like I have to eat because I don't want to get a headache and I don't want to feel sick. So that is when I actually take in something, not something big, but something, that's kind of small, that's good for me, that's clean eating. And so that is where I will take in a little bit of something and then it'll tie me over until I actually eat dinner around 5 to 6 o'clock. So that's what I've been doing. I feel really good. And so basically what it amounts to is we've been losing a pound per day, which is really good. That's a good steady amount. So the first couple of days I really didn't lose anything. The next day I lost 1. The next day I lost 3. So that's keeping us on like a pound a day average. So that's where we want to stay. Don't want to lose any more, but I want to keep seeing it come off each day. So that's where we can see that our body is actually using the stored fat instead of taking in more fat that it's not actually getting rid of. So that's where we want to keep it going. We want to keep burning that fat that we already have stored up. And so I actually went through my cabinets and threw away 3 grocery bags full of ingredients. Now, don't get me wrong, I normally clean mine out once a year. And so I did have quite a bit that was actually expired that I really never even use. And so going back and filling my pantry, I'm going to do it the right way. And I'm only going to get stuff that I'm planning on cooking with that week. And so as I go through and add new, it's only going to be what I plan on using that week. So that way I'm not taking in extra ingredients and so forth that are going to go bad and waste that money. I'm going to be putting in the good organic stuff. So when I got to looking at how much I actually threw away, I probably had $200 worth of herbs, salts, ingredients like baking stuff that I'm not planning on using actually at all. Some of the stuff never even been opened and it expired. So it may seem that we're spending a lot more eating clean, but doing it this way, we're only going to be getting the stuff we know we're going to use. Therefore, we're not wasting the money on buying stuff that we will never use. So in the end, I really think it's going to balance out, if not, maybe even be a little bit cheaper. So I've been showing you like the ingredients on herbs and things like that. Well, today I want to show you things like the pork skins. So I've talked about before that eating a clean pork skin as a snack, which is what I kind of do when I get hungry, usually around 3 or 4 o'clock, I will get out pork skins and like guacamole or just plain pork skins and just kind of eat a few to where I don't feel like I'm starving, to where I feel like I've got that hunger under control, and then I'll put them up and then until dinner. So I wanted to show you the difference. In the past, I've been told that pork skins are a good snack to eat anytime. It's good for keto, it's good for weight loss, it's good for just healthy eating. Well, I wanted to kind of show you because I've been told pork rinds in general, as long as the carbs are low, you can use them for keto or whatever. Well, I just want to show you in this clean eating what the difference is. So my go-to, and I'm not picking on this brand, but this was my go-to because I loved the taste of it. Like, this is like the best tasting in the world. It to me is the Golden Flake, the sweet heat barbecue. Absolute favorite flavoring. So these are the ones I was getting because on the back it says it's only 1 carb, which is definitely good for eating keto. But if you're doing clean, you need to look at the ingredients. Whether you're doing keto or just clean eating, you need to look at the ingredients. So if you look at the back, there's a long list of ingredients here. It's not too long, but it has a long list for pork rinds. So they say fried pork skins. Don't know what they're fried in. It just says fried pork skins. The second ingredient is sugar. So we know we don't need the sugar. It has Tarula yeast with natural smoke flavor. Smoke flavor is not really good for you. Some studies show that smoke flavoring, I'm not saying this one in particular, I'm just saying smoke flavoring used for food has been shown to be a carcinogenic. So you might want to do your own research on that and see before you actually decide if you want to take in smoke flavor or not. Dextrose, brown sugar. So now we have 2 sugars in here. Spices, doesn't say what kind, just says spice. Monosodium glutamate, onion powder, garlic powder, sesame oil, and spice. And it says it does contain sesame. Well, yes, because it's made with sesame oil. So there's a lot of stuff in here that eating clean we can't have or we don't need to have. So now my favorite pork rind is going to have to not be purchased anymore because they added too much stuff in here that we can't have. And knowing that it says sweet heat on the front of it, I know it has sugar in it. But just going by what they say is good for us to cut down on carbs and watch that I thought it was okay. But now that we're clean eating, it's not okay. And so this is the one that I ended up replacing it with. This is the Max brand. And I'm not supporting any certain brands or anything here. This is not paid by any brand or anything else. I'm simply showing you what I got because this is what I'm going to use. You can do any brands that you want to. Simply look at the ingredients and see what's in them. Make sure that they are considered clean if you're going to do the clean eating. And if you find something that you like better, please show me. I'm definitely looking for a baked pork rind. I just haven't found one yet from where we are located. So I'm going to keep looking for those. But for now, this is what I'm finding. And so if you look on the back of here, the ingredients are just a few. And so it says fried pork skins. I don't know what is in the pork skin. I don't know what they're fried in. I would like to know that. It says salt, and it does say natural smoke flavor. I'm actually going to research this natural smoke and see what it is. I don't like the thought of it, but I'm going to contact the company and see what it is. So I'm not sure why they're adding that to it when a natural one without it would be perfect. There are some other brands out there, and I did get one of the other ones, which I will be eating first before I actually eat these. Now, don't get me wrong, these won't go to waste. My family will eat these if I don't. But there is another brand out there that I saw that was just the fried pork skins and the salt. So those are the ones I'm going to be eating to start with. And then these will just be a backup until I can find out what the natural smoke is. So once I find out whether I like that idea or not, whether I like what they're using or not, I will or will not use it, and I will let you know what the outcome of that one is. One of the other things that I use a lot of is when I make my coffee, I had been using the Jordan Skinny Syrup. And I'm not picking on this company or anything, but I was using their syrup because they're supposed to be good for the keto diet. Which, if that's what you're doing, it's perfectly fine to use it because it's part of, what you can use. There's 0 carbohydrates in it. So if you're just watching carbohydrates, you can definitely use it. Doing clean eating, though, I wanted to show you the ingredient list. So this is the Jordan Skinny Syrup. This is the cinnamon, and I haven't opened this one yet. So I have several flavors though, and I've opened all of them except this one. So you can see the ingredient list right here. It says water, which is the very first thing, which that's really good. But then it says natural and artificial flavors. Again, we see artificial and natural flavors. We have no idea what those are. So because they don't tell us what they are on the natural, I'm not going to take those in. So automatically I know that this is going to be leaving. It also has sucralose, cellulose gum, caramel color. We don't want color in anything. We want to try to stay away from added color as much as we can. And it's got so much more stuff that it just keeps going with different products and stuff that are preservatives and things like that. So I already know just by looking at the natural and artificial flavors that I'm not going to be taking this in anymore. So again, if you're doing keto, these are perfectly fine because they're 0 carbs. But if you're doing clean eating, I don't recommend them because you don't know what's in it. You don't know what they're using, and so that's not necessarily clean for us to be taking in. One more thing I wanted to talk about is olive oil. So when we're cooking and we're getting our pans ready and our baking pans ready and our skillets ready and things like that, I like the thought of using olive oil as my base. I never will use canola, vegetable, peanut, any of that, because to me those are not good for me. The one I really like is the olive oil, and it'll be the extra virgin olive oil. So I want to show you 2 differences in olive oil. So this is the Great Value Classic Olive Oil, which is what we have been using. And I just think, olive oil is good for you. It says on the front that it's great for you. So I thought that was the way to go with it. And total carbs is 0. So for keto, again, it's good. But when we get back here and we looked at the refined ingredients, that's what's going to be the telltale of it. So it says refined olive oil and virgin olive oil. Okay. Well, that's not actually horrible. It says imported from Spain, contains oil from 1 or more of these countries: Greece, Italy, Morocco, Portugal, Spain, Tanzania, and Turkey. I don't really like the fact that it says it contains oil from 1 or more of these, because to me it tells me they don't really know their product very well. They don't really know where their oil is coming from. I don't really like that part of it. And I don't really like that it's in this clear bottle. So doing research on olive oil, I have found that olive oil is best when purchased in a glass bottle and a dark glass at that. So the darker the glass, the better that the oil should be for you, because olive oil can go bad. And so I would definitely do a little more research. I think we paid $2 or $3 for this bottle, maybe a little bit more. I'll try to look and see if I can find the price and put it in here. But this was just purchased from Walmart, and I think, like I said, it was like $2 or $3. So I turned around, and when I was looking at what I had, I actually got this one. Now this one is not actually a dark bottle. It's a green. It's not black or brown. It's green, but it's still dark compared to this one. And it is also the Great Value brand, so I'm not picking on any certain brand. But as you can see on this brand, it says it's organic Great Value. And that's one thing about Walmart that I'm really loving, is that I can go to Walmart and just about everything that I'm looking for, I can find it in either a Great Value brand or an organic Great Value brand. So I'm definitely going to be still checking the ingredients on both of them, but I'm going to be leaning more towards the organic because I know it is going to be a cleaner product for us. So first of all, this says first cold pressed, which is good. And it says extra virgin olive oil, which is definitely what we're looking for. Harvested at peak season for premium flavor and quality. Great for you. USDA organic. Okay, so when I look at the back of it, I'm looking for the ingredients here. And in the ingredients, it only has organic extra virgin olive oil. That is definitely what we are looking for. We can see right here that it is. The one thing I don't really like about it is, again, they say it's imported from Spain, contains oil from one or more of these countries. I'm not crazy about that, but I will go ahead and use this bottle, and then I will be looking for a better quality olive oil, just for the fact that I want to know I'm getting something that is the best. I want to know what I'm actually using. It doesn't take a lot of olive oil to cook with. You can simply just put a few drops on like the bottom of your pan, use your fingers and just kind of, spread it out real good. Don't use a paper towel or anything like that, because that just absorbs most of your oil as you're trying to spread it around. I recommend washing and cleaning your hands real good and then using your fingers to wipe it around the pan, the skillet, or whatever before it's heated. Don't do it while it's on heat. Do it and then make sure it's good and coated, and then wash your hands. And it just takes a few drops to do, like the big baking sheets. So it doesn't take very much. And this can last you for a long time. And so, like I said, it's organic in its first cold press. And I will use this. But when I get through with this one, I'm going to go ahead and get one that I know is a better quality, that it shows me exactly where the oils come from. I want to know and feel more comfortable with where I know the oil is coming from. Okay, and so we are getting ready to go to our grocery shopping tomorrow, and so I'm going to show you what I got. I already showed you a list of what I was getting, but if I get anything else, I'm going to show you that as well. And also, we're supposed to be going to do our shopping tomorrow, and they're calling for winter weather here. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't stop us from being able to go. I will definitely update you on that, though, and let you know for sure if we're able to go for Saturday or if we have to go on Sunday. So hopefully Saturday. I need to go ahead and get some stuff brought in, but like I said, I will let you know. So I also want to add in that if you want to join the journey, leave a comment below and put join the journey. If you're just here to see how it's going, leave me a comment, or if you have any questions about it, leave a question below. But make sure that you subscribe, like, and ring the bell for the notifications. That way, every time there's a new video put out, it will just give you a slight reminder saying, hey, check it out. There's a new video that's available. And so every day we're going to have a new video talking about what all's going on, what we're doing. We're going to weigh in and things like that. And then we're also going to remind you about doing your exercise for the day. So this week we've been doing the 10-minute exercise, whether it's 5 2-minute intervals or whether it's just 10 minutes. If you're able to do that, leave me a comment. Let me know which exercise you're able to do. If you're not able to get up and do those, let me know if you're able to do the leg lifts. Let me know if you're able to do the arm lifts. You can do arm lifts if you need to. Any exercise that you feel comfortable with that's not hurting you in any particular way, definitely do it. Any exercise is better than none. And so leave me a comment and let me know. But as always, make sure you talk to your doctor before starting any exercise program or diet of any sort, and make sure that everything's good. And like I said, I always get a blood panel done, an extended blood panel, to where I can see everything and know that my levels are still good before I do anything. So make sure you do that as well. And with that being said, you have a wonderful day.